Welcome back, everyone. Jose21 Crisis here, and today we're playing some more Grand Prix World 2001. This is the start of the 2002 season, so I hope you've already seen the pre-season episode because I've explained pretty much all of the stuff that we're going to do. I did the testing, I did everything over there, so I hope you already watched that. You can jump in this one if you want, but you're gonna miss out on some details. So, last time around I did everything, I calculated my setup and all this stuff. So we're now ready to go. Everything here is nearly ready. The one thing that is new is this, the passing margin. So what happens is that since we have a driver 1 and a driver 2, there is a certain driver order that if driver 2 is a certain amount of seconds ahead of driver 1 and a rival car appears and is within a certain time distance, then automatically car 2 will let car 1 pass. Now, I don't really care about that order, so I'm just gonna shut it off. For that, you just drop this to 0 and you manually issue orders when needed. Of course, we're gonna drive to maximize Alonso's result, since I think he's the best driver on the team. I think that will be it. Since I went back and came back in, I cannot change this. So we are already set. So let's save the game. And let's go to Australia 2002. And we are set. So let's go. As usual, the world champion Michael Schumacher in 1, Ferrari on top. Then you have Rubens Barrichello, number 3, and number 4 is Kimi Raikkonen. Raul Schumacher, Heinz-Harald Frentzen, 5 and 6, arrows, good. Mika Hakkinen, David Coulthard, 7 and 8, that's harsh. Sauber, Jan Alesi, 9 and 10. Tarso Marquez, dear Lord. Juan Pablo Montoya and Stefan Saracen, 11 and 12. Fernando Alonso and Enrique Bernoldi are 14 and 15. Verstappen and Berti, 16 and 17. 18 and 19 will be Jenson Button and Jarno Trulli. Eddie Irvine and Gaston Mazzacane, 20 and 21. 22 and 23 will be Panis and Weber for Jordan. Benetton all the way down there. They will go up, don't worry. Low temp, 23 degrees, that's okay. Overcast, average wind speed, okay. That's we can work with that. Okay. I'll see you at the end of qualifying as per usual to see where we qualify. I guarantee you will not be good. It will not be a good result. Well, this sucks. Pole goes David Coulthard, annoyingly. Second will be Giancarlo Fisichella. Third will be Michael Schumacher, both for Ferrari. Then you have the Benettons, because of course Benetton built a rocket ship. Then you have Williams, Sauber Williams. Tarso Marquez beat Jan Alesi. Jesus Christ. See, Jan, you should not have left the team. You should have not left the team. Otherwise, you will be in a good team position, but I mean, your call. You sign a massive contract to get beat by Tarso Marquez. Come on, man. Okay, Tarso Marquez, Kimi Raikkonen. Then you have one of the VARs, Juan Montoya. Mika Hakkinen is all the way down here, 11th. So 8 tenths away from Coulthard. Yeah, I see why he is retiring. Over here, what do we have? Irvine in one of the Jordans. Then you have the other VAR, Saracen, and annoyingly, Gaston Mazzacane is 14, just ahead of Alonso. 3 tenths. We need to find 3 tenths, but we don't have 3 tenths just yet. We'll get them, but not just yet. The arrows of Frentzen and Raul Schumacher are next, just far away. At the very least, we know we have guaranteed 15 and 16 unless something terrible happens. Trulli and Button in the minorities are 19th and 20. 21st and 22nd will be the Jaguars of Verstappen and Berti. And again, I told you it will be terrible. It's 2 seconds to Coulthard. The car is just not good compared to those rocket ships. But we will be bringing upgrades, so it will get better. It will improve. I guarantee that. Don't worry. Dry, very high wind speed, that's not great, but we can deal with that. Okay, For our strategy, of course, as usual, it will be a one-stop strategy. Put 36 laps of fuel and then a short stint. I'm gonna have Alonso run a long one-stopper, while Bernoldi is gonna run a more traditional one, but he's gonna have plenty of fuel, like 32 laps of fuel, which should be enough. That way, if extending is a possibility, we can extend. Alonso is just going to run as long as possible, as long as our simulations told us that this tire would last, and it should drop off after 35 laps, so this should be okay. And Bernal is just doing a more traditional strategy. Okay. We won't be finishing the top 10 in this race at all unless a lot of people blow up, so wish me good luck, boys. This is gonna be a tough season. Save the game. Everything is set up correctly, so okay, boys. Time to see them drop to 21st and 22nd. Let's see what they do. Okay, I think Bernal is gonna drop. The position indicator look weird. No one dropped. They all hold positions. That's good to hear. Bernaldi, being you are behind. Please block for your teammate. Oh, okay. A lot of things happened there. Someone tried to pass, held up everyone, and then Alonso, despite a mistake, just flies through. This is good. He's 13th. Bernaldi is 14th. And we need to drop this to 4 because our brakes are made out of cheese and they wear out very quick. You really cannot put them up a lot. So let's put 4 in acceleration as well. And let's hold position right there. This is looking good. This is not looking so good because Bernaldi dropped a place. He's not here for his driving ability. He's here for the money. Anyway, I'll see you later when important stuff happens. Hopefully that important stuff is not a DNF. See you later, boys. Well, I guess something interesting did happen. Enrique Bernaldi skill issued his way into a DNF. Remember when we had Gaston Mazzacane and this didn't happen? Well, Enrique Bernaldi is not his brain is not that big, I suppose. Sorry, real Enrique, but virtual Enrique is just not good. It's just not good. Well, our hopes are just on Fernando Alonso. Now, why is Frentzen pitting this early? I mean, I don't mind. If he's going to be 3-stopping, I don't mind, but this is not good. What is Arrows doing? Anyway, see you later, probably when Alonso pits. At this point. Welcome to the half race report, which isn't actually during the halfway point of the race. Fernando Alonso is about to pit. We're gonna see if our pit crew is actually as good as they are supposed to be. David Coulthard is leading this race, amazingly. He's followed by Giancarlo Fisichella right there. Who else? Barrichello is third. Right in front, yeah, there he is. I said everything right, yes. Everything is said right, don't worry. Berkel is third. Then you have Mark Webber, then Michael Schumacher, then Kimi Raikkonen. So despite the fact that Ferrari have a incredibly powerful, amazing car, it's just not working out as well for them. A good pit stop. Amazing, good. We will have 2 amazing pit stops, but Bernaldi happened. So Ferrari has not been having that great of a race, and we've been lapped. Not that great of a race, because Michael is stuck here. As for us, well, Alonso is still lapping. He's 14th. We had a few DNFs. Well, Bernaldi and Tarso Marquez's engine exploded. Now the question is if we're gonna be able to pass these people. John Lacey has at least one more stop. He's the car right here. And those Jordan aren't exactly world beaters, so we might pick them off. But Alonso has to maintain some good pace. We're gonna see if it happens, and I'll check back with you when. Excuse me. I'll come back to you when those three men pit, but for now I need Alonso to let. Yeah, there you go. To let. That's physical. Please don't bump into him. Fisichella, come on! Please don't give me a penalty. Thank you. Just go away, Fizzy. Just go away. Thank you. Okay, I'll check back with you later when those three people get. See you then. Welcome to the final lap of this race. We are, of course, a lap down because our car is mid, while everyone else is good. In the end, Mr. 20, they think that's Eddie Irvine. Eddie did not pit. He did not pit. Coulthard had a clutch issue, which made him retire from the lead with 5 laps to go. As you can see, he's falling off. Yeah, not 5 laps to go, 3 laps to go. That's terrible. In the end, we could not catch John Lacey because his car is fast. Rubens Barrichello wins for Williams. Second will be Giancarlo Fisichella. Ferrari just dropped the ball in this race. Third will be Mark Webber for Benetton. Benetton really bouncing back from that nightmare 2001 year. Really good. So we will be 12th. That's a very bad result. Like I told you, don't expect top 10s because this car is not capable of top 10s. It is as good as last year's car, but everyone else got better, which is not good. It's bad for business. So, the way we're going to do things is we ourselves are going to improve. And maybe steal 1 or 2 drive rates from them. Simple as that. So, that's going to be the procedure. Rubens, your winner. Second, Fisichella. Third, Benetton. How many gases? Fourth is Michael. I don't know what happened to him this race. Fifth is Raikkonen in Williams, and sixth is Montoya, and that's your point scorers. Hakkinen was nowhere, despite Coulthard leading and nearly winning this race. I don't get it. So please advance. Well, don't advance. Let's see what everyone is. So Bernaldi crashed the car on his own. Marquez had an engine failure, and Coulthard had a clutch issue. And here's the rest of them. Alonso 12, that is okay. Sadly, our tires are horrid. And our engine is not good, and our car is not good. Our drivers, well, they are not good either. Whatever. So, race 1, kind of a disaster, but we were ready for that, we were expecting it. We made a bit of a loss, it's no big deal, don't worry. We built a car, that's the reason for that. Star workers in the commercial department, that's very good. We know how the car handles, they want to do more stuff. We will do that later, don't worry, but can't do that much. I know it's risky, but hey, if we get it, we win. Yeah, fully upgraded car and everything. I know we need more spares. Everything else is being built. Oh, great. That's not the one I wanted. Why? Because that means the sponsors are not gonna like talking with me anymore. So let's see. Acer has improved his support. Thank you. Asia Tech, I don't mind. Okay, we do have an advantage. Benson and Hedges and Lucky Strike, both of them, are considering working with us. I will look at that. Michelin, Renault, DHL, Acer. Reynard, they haven't told us their deal. I'll talk with them in a moment. Rival car driving the power brakes on the McLaren. Okay. Backlog, the retirement. But that's not our fault. Okay, first things first. Can we copy those power brakes? We can't. We're gonna try it again, and if that doesn't work, then Rubens added another race win. David Coulthard led the race. Weber has points. Good for him. He did not look happy. He crashed on his own. Bayard will have Stefan Sarazan. Resigned him. Coulthard was great this race. He just engine failure. Yeah, worst manager of the month. That's because we were good. Now we're terrible. But that was the crew that Alain left me last time around. Okay, instead of McLaren, I'm gonna check Jaguar. Why Jaguar? Because they are worse than McLaren. Okay, one block, that's exactly what I wanted. One block. Nothing here. Okay, time to build some spare parts. We're gonna need 4 of them. We're gonna use 4 of them. I'm gonna build exactly 4. That's everything I can build. That should be good. Okay. Okay. Next up, we're gonna keep hiring people. A new rule that I have in place is that I cannot have at any point more than 60 personnel. The reason for that is that if you go beyond that, the game just turns too easy. You can build stuff so quickly, it is insane. So I'm just gonna focus on filling up every department. Fill up every department with bodies, fresh bodies, and then focus on leveling them up. Unfortunately, the mechanics are still terrible. Actually, I could level 1 to good, but no, I'm not gonna. I'm going to just fill up with trainees. Where most of our cash went? Construct. Yeah, we're not gonna build that many cars this year. Let's see what else. We need to do testing again, but before that, let me take off all the points in research. And this is something that I've changed in my procedures. First, we repair the cars. We fix the cars first, and then we do testing. We will do things in that order. But before that, I need to put a point there, make sure 20%, because we need a research point. Yeah. Acer, you can go. We're going to talk with PSM. And okay, we have Benson and Hedges and Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike has a ton more money. 4 million, that's significant. So I think I'm gonna focus on them. I'm gonna focus on Lucky Strike. Let's see. We could sign a works deal here with Renault, but one of my house rules is that I cannot go immediately to a works deal. That will be too easy. Instead, I must sign first a customer deal, then renew contract, get a partner deal, and then a works deal, unless there was no one outside. If I went for Ferrari, I could try to sign a works deal, but we're not gonna do that. So for this one, I'm gonna halve. Actually, just leave it at 3%. The amount for everyone. No, keep that amount for Reynard. Drop this to 3 as well. Because I'm just gonna sign another customer deal with Michelin. Yeah, same with Renault, another 3. Dump here everything else on Lucky Strike. And burn those advantages. Why? Because we need a freaking team deal to be able to succeed. Oh yeah, I can take that extra percentage point and put it there. Okay, so let me think what I gotta do with this testing. I need to do less miles, I think, because of course, yeah. Next is Brazil, and Brazil is kind of brutal in terms of what's the term? In terms of where. So let me figure out what I must do. So my recording software decided to let me down. Well, not my recording software, but the little app that I have on my phone that records the audio. I don't have a proper microphone. I have my phone. Anyway, so let me go through what I did, which I did on the previous recording, but I lost that recording because there was no mic out. I set up 109 miles. I would have set more if not for the fact that Brazil is brutal in terms of wear. Then I set up 26% for the setup, 26% for development. That is everyone remaining in the testing area. 50% for everyone, and I did that. I got some setup points, I got some development points. Actually, I filled up the complete bar. I used the button, and that told me, hey, your car has an issue. Come to the other page to see what's the issue. And it is understeer in slow corners. And as I mentioned before, understeer in slow corners heavily increases tire wear in tracks that are 5 speed points or less. I think it's 5. Then when you get to 6 is high speed, but 5 or less, you get increased tire wear, and that's not good. So I'm putting 70% of our personnel in the 2000 designing a new front wing, leaving just 30% designing the new car. That's not ideal, but we're gonna have to work with it. Not more engineers. I built some spares. Our cars are just 10% worn, but that's not a concern. Nothing here. This is the same. As for here, just 1% in hospitality. I'm focusing on Lucky Strike. Benson and Hedges, I mean, they're just a lower level. Benson and Hedges, nah. Lucky Strike then. 40% on Reynolds, so we can get that customer deal there and sign that and be done with it. Then I'll be going for this Michelin customer deal. And there's nothing else here. For the setup, we're both gonna be using soft tires. Now, one of my regular viewers and someone I've been talking to a lot, A-Shield, has... hang on. So one of my regular viewers, A-Shield, has mentioned that 3-stoppers and 4-stoppers are actually not that bad of an idea. 4-stoppers are pretty good in tracks with significant tire wear, like, well, Brazil. And I'm looking to put that to the test on this one. I've given both of the guys soft tires, and I already tested with soft tires. In our case, they drop off after 15 laps, which is disgusting, but we're gonna run with it. So, for this one, I gave Bernoldi 2 rain points. He's the best driver in the wet, and if it rains, that's gonna give him an advantage. Alonso is gonna get 1 tarmac point and 3 dust points. Bernoldi is gonna have a 3-stop strategy, and Alonso is gonna have a 4-stop strategy. You might be wondering, hey, but why not flipping the tarmac points? Why not giving Bernoldi the tarmac points so that his tires don't die that quick? And the reason for that is that I want Alonso to push with no concerns, and for that we need the tarmac points. As for team orders, we are going to be doing, I need to recheck the engine, hold on. 6 there, we're gonna be putting 2 here, 1 in curve views, 6 and 2. That should be it. And the reason for me lowering the braking this much is that our brakes are horrible, absolutely terrible. Look at that reliability, it's 2. The brakes will just be gone in a few laps. So if I were to keep it at 5, our brakes will disappear. And if I were to keep curb usage higher or off-racing line too much higher, there goes our suspension. So I cannot do that. So we're lowering that, hoping that works. We should be able to make it to the end of the race, but we will see. That should be okay. Hope to get those power brakes because that increases the reliability of our brakes. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so Brazil, let's go. It's gonna be a dry race, gonna be high wind, which isn't great for us, but we're gonna roll with it. This This engine, man, this Asia Tech engine. We just need to escape from Peugeot. We definitely need that Renault deal as soon as possible. Even if it's just customer tires, we'll deal with it. So for Alonso, I'm gonna need 5. Well, actually, I can do with 4 fresh tire sets and 1 slightly worn set. Yeah, I think I can do. And for Bernaldi, he's just 4 tire sets. We're gonna be doing a 3-stopper and a 4-stopper, so we don't need that many tires. We need plenty of tires, actually. So I'll see you at the end of qualifying when, well, let's see how good they are with the soft tire. And David Coulthard takes pole position ahead of Michael Schumacher. Then they have his teammate Mika Hakkinen, Giancarlo Fisichella in the other Ferrari, Mark Webber, and Tarson Marquez in the Sauber in 6th place. So the way this qualifying session went, we put down 1 lap. Then it started raining, which meant we couldn't do any more laps. So we finished 11 and 12, which is a good result. I think with track evolution, we could have beaten Montoya. The biggest news here is that Raikkonen only did a lap when the track was wet, and he will not be in this session, so bad for him. Good for us because it means we are not 12th and 13th, so good for us. And since we only did 1 run, we have 5 fresh sets of tires, which I really appreciate. The only sad thing is that I forgot to alter the driver orders before this session, so I'm gonna have to do it in a hurry. Okay, Fernando Alonso, he's going to be using tires 3, 4, you're gonna stop in 15, 30, 45, and 60. Very, very minimal fuel. Basically every 15 laps. And then 12, tire set 5, and tire set 6. 4 stops. We're gonna see if that really works out. Bernaldi is gonna go for a more traditional 3-stopper. Give him 20, and then you have to do 2 more stops. Hold on. I swear to you, I'm good at math. Oh, God. Make it 38, so 18 laps, 17 laps actually. Make it 17 more laps, 54, and then make it to the end. Slightly longer stint, but that should be good. Actually, in that case, let me 18, 38, 56. The tire falls off a bit later than that, but it should be okay. A bit earlier than that, but it should be okay. Alonso should always have a fresh tire. Bernaldi will have a slightly worn tire, 3, 4, and 5. A slightly worn tire at the end of stints, but we'll know if at least on this track, the 4-stop is better than the 3-stop. I doubt it. I've been told it's better. Asiel, if it isn't, I'm blaming you. I'm kidding. But guess we will see. Now let's get in there. Save real quick. Okay, I have to mentalize myself. I have to alter top speed, acceleration, braking. Pretty much everything. Okay, let's go. Curve usage down to 1, this to 5. I'm not gonna make it, I think. Barely made it. Where do we end up after turn 1? That's a very respectable start. Alonso ahead, and he's on the 2-stop, so he's on the 4-stop. It's so weird and alien to me. Actually, let's jack that up. I know the brakes are going to wear, but I'm going to min-max this. The brakes only wear when we cross the start-finish line, so for now he can go full tilt. Let's see where he can end up. I need you, boy, to move up. Well, there's not much moving up that he can do. How? Berno... Wait, what? What is Fisichella doing back there? Michael took the lead. DC is taking the lead back now. But how is Fisi back here? What's going on? Okay, drop that to 2. We do not want undue wear on our brakes. Keep that at 5. Jack that up again. We don't have so many stops. We're not obviously, we're not gonna finish in the points. Bye, Mark. Hope to not see you again in this race. We're not gonna finish in the points. Points is a miracle in this car. But at the very least, we can check which strat is better. And I know Fernando is far better than Bernoldi, and Bernoldi's setup is designed for wet, not dry racing. But, it's just experiment. This is experiment weekend, so let's see what it happens. I will cut away at the end of this lap. Michael Schumacher is just losing every damn place to the McLarens. He's not doing well. Let me drop that again. And Bernoldi is right now just being a stone wall against everybody. Okay, I think that will be it for now. I will see you later, probably after Bernoldi's stop, to compare what happened. The current situation is that Bernoldi's in trouble. He's in traffic. He's trying to get past that traffic. This is one of the things that Ace warned me about. They need to be able to overtake for this strategy to work. Alonso was trapped behind Ralf Schumacher, who pit not long after his stint. He managed to get past him. Bernoldi right now is dealing with a jack. He got past him, and then he has a minority. Let's save the brakes until that happens and not go that offline. I'm really min-maxing the different stats here. But right now, Alonso has like a 20... Come on, man. Bernoldi this is not a good test anymore, simply because Bernoldi got trapped in traffic. I forgot to tell him to start blocking. I need the lap to count. Yeah, about 20 seconds is like a realistic value. I'm also pushing his engine, which I'm not completely a fan of, but that damages the rear wing, I think. But we should be okay. Gonna have to let those men through. This is not our fight, but that's a current situation. I think the 4th stop will work simply because Bernoldi is trapped in traffic, and thanks to, having to give those decisions, he's not gonna be able to make up much ground. That's a shame. I'm going to try to get to keep him pushing, but we'll see what happens. Took a while, finally got past. It actually took like a lap extra. Okay. He's finally clear. He should have no issue getting away. But the gap right now should be like 20 seconds, which is just a pit stop gap. Let's see. 23 seconds, okay. That should be enough for Alonso to pit and still be ahead. Anything else we're doing here? Okay, Rubens pits, Trulli pits. Of course, he blocks us. Oh, shit. Okay, that might be an issue. I kept his off-racing line a bit too high, and that wore out the suspension a bit more than I had planned. Good thing I caught that. Just gonna tell him to ease off in going offline for 1 or 2 laps, and then I'm gonna tell him to keep pushing. Pit stops are happening. Let's see, what else stuff happened? I think, yeah, Panis blew up. So we are 13, and why is... Oh, Matsak? Okay, Alonso is ahead of Matsakan. Alonso is ahead of a lot of people now. Of Weber, he's chasing down Frentzen. Don't think he's gonna pass. Well, he might pass him. Yeah, but Alonso is doing fine. Bernoldi had his issues with traffic which pitted, which is unfortunate. The traffic was clearly on a 2-stop. They pitted, which is unfortunate. But just roll with the punches. After this lap, I'm going to go up to 5 again on Bernoldi's off-racing line. Okay, things are looking good so far. We'll contact you again when Bernoldi does his 2nd stop and do the half-race report and, do the usual. See you then. Welcome to the half race report as Bernoldi leaves the pits to be 15th. The first stop is working conditionally because Bernoldi spent a bunch of time dealing with traffic. Please stop, Fernando. Please stop blocking. Okay, there you go. Good job. He spent time dealing with traffic while Alonso also had traffic in his lap, but it was just one car and he managed to pass that car really quickly. So for now, and Alonso of course also has a proper dry weather setup that is really fast. So conditionally, the fourth stop is better considering our car and driver package. Just drop that. We are not racing anyone right now, so there's no need to do that. So right now, Alonso is trying to catch Mazzacane and Irvine. I think that's Mazzacane and Irvine. Yeah, the Jordans. He's doing a decent job. Could do better. Bernaldi is here on an island. Up ahead is an Arrows. Yeah, Frentzen. Behind is Ralph Schumacher, somewhere around here. He's not a threat. Don't worry about him. As for the leaderboard, Coulthard and Michael Schumacher are just slugging it out. They've been passing each other lap after lap. It's been amazing. Over here, Alesi is beating Rubens Barrichello. Good job, John. Come on. Go France. Hakkinen and Physical, I don't know what strategy they're on. Maybe a 3-stop, and 3 stops for the AI is just worthless. But they're there, they're fighting for the last 2 points positions. No more DNFs after Panis blew up. Things have been going like so. Let me increase Alonso's aggression in terms of engine. Have him push it more. Hopefully those two, Coulthard and Michael, can slow down the Jordans so that Alonso can catch them, maybe go ahead of them eventually, but at the rate this is going, I doubt it happens. Also, car condition just went down for Alonso, that'll be okay. We're gonna have some damage at the end of this, we would have even if our car was 100%, we just gotta deal with it. So I'll see you after Alonso does his final stop. I think he would, no, yeah. Surely. He'll surely be completely ahead of Bernoldi. He's just been that quick. And the fourth stop might actually be good around Interlagos, but you know, I'll probably have to test it out with more competitive cars to see what's up. I will not be able to prove whenever the fourth stop is actually better than the 3 stop now because we had a pit lane fire. You know, I usually laugh at the AI because they tend to have pit stop fires like once or twice a year, and now it happens to us because our pit crew is still not a level 5 pit crew. So, we reached the halfway point of the race, so we're gonna have plenty of car wear, maybe some damage. I'm pretty sure that with pit lane fires, yeah, as you can see, pit lane fire, there is no risk of driver injury. And if it is, well, we just throw Sebastian Bourdais in the car. In pits, he's gonna be in pits for a while, man. Dang it. So, our next investment, getting the pit crew better. Remember, I have to put at least 10% everywhere, and we don't have enough personnel to get the pit stop to level 5. If we were on level 5, the pit stops would be elite quick, and we will not have a single pit stop error. But we're on level 4, so we have the rare occasional error. You rarely see pit stop fires, though. They're just the radius of pit mistakes, and it happened to us. Well, I hope Fernando is okay. He shouldn't be injured, but we'll see. What else? That's not gonna be good for us. The FIA is gonna start hating us, but we'll deal with that collateral damage later. But for now, the only conclusion we have is that the fourth stop might have been better. Oh, also, now that a lazy pits and I saw a Sauber, Tarso Marquez DNF, so we move up 1 place. That's all of the good news. I will see you probably at the end of the race because Bernoldi is not beating the Jordans. He might beat Frentzen, but we'll see. final pit stop of the day. Let's see if the group can get it done with no issues. Of course, they get no issues with Bernoldi. Well, no big deal. So it looks like we won't have any issues. We're gonna be behind, and arrows. The arrows of who's that? Frenzen. There is a chance Bernoldi can catch Frenzen, but there is a catch. Bernoldi's car condition is not looking good. It's at 3. That means we have like 30% remaining on the car condition, which is not good. I think we're still gonna be able to make it to the end. There's going to be car damage anyway, but yeah, Ronaldo's car is not doing good. I'm not gonna tell him to push unless we can actually get there, and it looks like we will get there. That will put us up to P12. I think Alonso could have had a shot at P11, but it's only speculation right now. He maybe didn't even have a chance to finish ahead of Ronaldo. Well, he probably did. But, you know, what's done, it's done. I'm going to see what I can do with my pit crew. Probably improve their morale. And actually, since he's already there, what's happening with Frenzen? Anyway, I'm going to have a talk with my pit crew. Yeah, Frenzen must have an issue. Frenzen has an issue. That means we're going to finish P12 in this race. And there might be DNFs ahead. So maybe we will finish with a top 10. We will see, but being able to close up to Frenzen like that, that's just not the way this game should go. We're not that fast. Yeah, it cannot be. Frenzen has an issue, so there's that. I'm gonna need to hire a ton of what's the term? Mechanics to. Oh, little issue from Coulthard there. Gonna need to hire a bunch of mechanics to improve our pit stops and improve their morale as well. For that, we need to keep doing testing every single weekend, and I definitely will keep doing so because I need those research points to improve the chassis for next year. We definitely need that. So there's that. I will talk to you when this race is over, and I'm pretty sure Frenzen is gonna DNF. You know what? Oh yeah, I'll talk to you when. Who's the leader? Coulthard. Coulthard is the leader, yeah. When Coulthard reaches the final lap, I will come back to you, to see what happens. Wait, let me see Frenzen DNFs right here. No, he did not. Okay, I'll talk to you later then. David Coulthard entered his final lap, which means the race is about to end. The positions are right now David Coulthard, Rubens Barrichello, Giancarlo Fisichella, Mika Hakkinen, John Alesi, and Juan Montoya. As it happened, Michael Schumacher had an issue. I did not check both Ferraris died, let's go! Okay, both Ferraris broke their suspension. We might be able to get him. He just barely entered that. We're gonna finish P9. Oh man, Alonso could have finished something like P8 or P7, maybe a point. Oh, but the boys blew up. The boys blew up everything. Dang it. I don't mind. It is just let that VAR go. Thank you. It's gonna be a P9 finish. We're gonna cross the line right here. It's gonna say P10. Who died? Why is everyone DNFing? Rubens. It's gonna be a McLaren 1-2, bruh. Oh god. It's going to be a McLaren 1-2. Of course now it's everyone DNFing. Brazil, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. And I think he could finish P9. No, he can't. Because David Coulthard is gonna end it as soon as he crosses the line. It was a good effort. We're gonna finish P10. Alonso could have finished P9 or P7 or something like that, but the crew decided to light him on fire. Look at this here. Rubens blew DNF on the final lap. Doesn't matter. He was on the final lap, so he finishes the points. Bernoldi finishes P10, 2 laps down, but P10. This is like the objective we have back in Alesi's days. Last year, we were aiming for P10s, and well, we got P10 here, top 10. Good thing. Um, yeah, Alonso, he got set on fire. Brakes, engine, electronic suspension issues, just typical. Ruben still leads his championship, but now Coulthard has 10 points thanks to that win. But yeah, that's happening. Now we have a three-way tie between Hakkinen, Fisichella, and Weber for P3. And then Montoya and Alesi tie for 6 with 4 points. Michael Schumacher is just 8. Raikkonen has 2 points. Maybe he could have scored decently in this one, but he failed to qualify. Good job, man. McLaren lead the way. Then we have Williams, 13 points. We're not gonna be here for at least a year. The mechanics are still upset. That's not ideal. The FIA hates us, which I mean it's expectable considering we just lit the pit lane on fire. We need to rebuild the relationship with the FIA. We got a new star mechanic and we lost some engineers. That's not great. We will fix that. Don't worry. We need setup time for the boys. And Bordeaux wants setup and research session. I'll see what I can do. We'll see. Of course, we're not. Yes, I am. We're not gonna sign it. We're not gonna type Benson Hedges. We have a deal with Lucky Strike. That was quick, bro. Michelin is not going that well. We got a deal with Renault, DHL, Acer, and Rainer. Now we know the deal. Don't bother about hospitality. Don't bother about licensing. Uh huh. I know that was a disaster. Okay, let's see what the news say. Alonso added another race win. McLaren totally crushed the opposition. Fernando Alonso looked unhappy. Yeah, I know. FIA is calling for an inquiry following a refueling fire in the Prost pits in the last Grand Prix. I cannot confirm this because it's the first time this happens to me. But, well, actually not the first, but I cannot remember the other time that has happened. I think this annoys the FIA to no end, so yeah, there's that. I can understand that. Yeah, we need to improve everything. Bordeaux. Sebastian San. Okay. We need to sign Sebastian, and I want to sign him to a 1-year deal. So after we deal with him, we can sign him again for a team role, like an actual driver role. Let's offer him. Let's overspend for him. There you go. Now we have Sebastian for 2003, and after this, I punt away Alonso, and then come here. It's in Benetton. Gonna have to resign one of you boys for 2003, at least for 1 year. Okay, so commercial, what do we do? I think we keep filling up. We keep filling up the roster with just trainees for now. Just want to fill this thing up, then start distributing them, because I will start redistributing people, and it's gonna annoy them. It's gonna lower morale, I think. Can we get some more people? Yes, we can get 2. Okay. And I need mechanics. Can I get mechanics? I can get 3 mechanics. Let's go. Okay. What do we do here? What we do is we sign Lucky Strike. We're at level 3. I will drop this to like 5% should be okay. We got a customer deal with Renault. I will need to make that deal cheaper, so I'm gonna leave 10% there, have them working to reduce the deal, and so on. Now Michelin. As you know right now, we have a customer deal with Michelin. They do not support us, mind you. They are a bit mad at us. So let's bring Renault. And let's put all of our personnel here for the simple objective of trying to get that partner deal. Let's see, who has deals with Renault, with Michelin? Ferrari and Benetton being there is not what I'd want. it's not ideal. But if this backfires, I just get the customer deal and run away. And let's put everyone else on the Acer deal. It's not enough people to convince Acer, but gotta try. Okay, this hasn't moved as predicted. This one did, and I'm going to put 70% of the personnel here. Okay, let's see what's happened here. Both cars with a bit of damage. How much personnel will it cost to build? I can build 2 cars. So what happens when you have 4 cars is that if you build another one, the most worn car is thrown in the bin. So we have 2 fresh cars. That will be car 2, which I'm going to give to Alonso, and car 4, which I'm going to give to to Bernaldi, sorry. Car 3 I'm gonna keep with Bordeaux, and that allows us to use the testing rig. The only thing the testing rig needs is a car. It has to be race ready, but you only need a car. And that means we get 100% of our personnel tested, which is fantastic for us. Obviously we don't have spares, but at this point we do not really need them. I'm gonna do this. This is not calculated. I will usually go into an Excel and calculate it, but I don't have to. I just don't want to do that, at least on this occasion. 90% of the guys, 90% of our drivers on setup, 10% on research, which we shouldn't need that much research. Actually, we just need like 3 blocks. So let's split this session in half, 50-50. That sadly is gonna cost us a lot of money, but now we have paid drivers, we have a lot of money. Lots of setup points. And wait, I forgot to. No, we didn't get a new. We didn't get their driving aid. That's a shame. Okay, since we have that testing point, we are going to deploy it. Testing, research, I mean. 4 points in design is very good. I expect to fill this bar up completely. I'm going to fill this bar up as well, fill this one up, and I'll tell you what I do with the wind tunnel phase. These phases are moving, which is good. Okay, I think that's all she wrote for this particular episode. 10% wear entering Argentina is not bad at all. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll hope to see you on the next episode. These episodes are coming out a bit spaced out. That's because I started uni again, and you know I have to study. That's important. That's very important. Let me just save the game, and there we go. That said, if you ever wanted to support me, like help me do these videos, help me keep focus on this, I will keep doing this on my own. There's no problem with that. But if you do want to support, I have a coffee page, coffee, not buy me a coffee, coffee page, where you can you can buy me a coffee if you so desire. But this is something completely optional. But if you do have some spare cash and want to invest it in something, well, I will really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one.